Hello everyone, my name is Rashmi Gurung. We are the students of International Business Management at University of West London. Today, me and my team are going to present a sustainability project that we have worked on, a multinational company called Samsung, as a part of our assessment of Global Sustainable Operations module. Here we have included slight introduction of the company, following with its sustainability targets, along with our ideas and recommendations for fulfilling that goal. Firstly, let me give a short introduction about Samsung. Samsung is a multinational conglomerate headquartered in South Korea, Suwon, known for its wide range of electronic products and services, which was founded by Liu Byung-chul in 1938. With approximately 270,372 employees, Samsung operates in 74 countries and has 2,131 suppliers. Over the course of 1 year, Samsung sales have experienced an overall increase in the top 10 countries like US, China, Brazil, South Korea, Russia, Germany, UK, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and Italy, as shown in the diagram. Beyond electronics, Samsung is involved in engineering and construction, undertaking projects like skyscrapers and infrastructure globally. It also has interest in financial services and healthcare, with subsidiaries like Samsung Life Insurance and Samsung Medical Center. Samsung's corporate culture emphasizes innovation, quality, and customer satisfaction, reflected in its motto, Inspire the world, create the future. Also, it has top competitors like Apple, Xiaomi, Oppo, and Transition. Now, talking about the history of Samsung, it was first founded as a grocery store in 1938. Then, in 1968, Samsung first entered the electronic industry with its black and white television. Then, in 1990, it expanded its market globally into the electronic markets. Then, in 1996, Samsung became the top memory chip exporter in the world. Then, in early 2000, Samsung Galaxy smartphone quickly became the company's top-selling and most praised product globally. Then again in 2012, it became the world's largest mobile phone maker, acquiring M Spot. Then in 2023, it received the International Design Excellency Award. Here, in this slide, we will discuss about the sustainability achievements acquired by Samsung till 2022. Firstly, it reduced its greenhouse gas emission by 59% in 2022. Secondly, it increased its use of renewable energy by 11%. Moreover, its mission to collect e-waste increased to 9% in 2021. Samsung also increased water reuse by 29% compared to 2021. Furthermore, recycling of discarded fishing nets and used it in making different parts of smartphones, earbuds, tablets, and PCs. Due to this, it increased its reuse of plastic by 200% in 2022.
In this slide, we will be discussing about the Samsung sustainability targets. So while talking about the environmental target, the first one is achieving net zero carbon emission. The second one is shifting to renewable energy. So Samsung company is shifting towards renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and geothermal power to reduce carbon impact. The third one is using recycled materials. The company is using recycled materials like recycled plastics, biodegradable polymers to lessen the environmental impact. And the last one is extending product life cycle. So for this, Samsung company is producing durable product, offering repair services, and implementing reasonable recycling programs. So these are the environmental targets of Samsung. So while talking about the social targets of Samsung company are empowering youth for innovation and change, collaborating globally for education, fostering STEM skills by Samsung Solve for Tomorrow program, and lastly preparing youth with vital skills. Among the various ESC goals of Samsung company, we have chosen empowering youth for innovation and change for our project work. And in this slide, we can see the importance of this goal. So, by empowering youth for innovation and change, we mean that providing youth necessary tools, resources, and encouragement that they need to develop their potential creativity and which lead them to provide a solution for better future. So here we can see the importance of empowering youth for innovation and change. And the first one is fresh perspective. Since youth have different way of looking at a situation, problems or ideas, which result in innovative and creative ideas and solution. So second one is addressing global changes, and third one is technological advancement. The fourth one is building leadership skill, and the last one is fostering a culture and entrepreneurship. In this slide, we can see how Samsung can empower youth for innovation and change. And the first point is by providing educational program around the world, focusing on technical skills and soft skills like creative thinking, curiosity, and empathy. And another point is by making partnership with government and local institution and global organization, providing educational program around the world. And the last one is conducting various program to encourage students to think critically, approach challenges from different perspective, and to develop innovative solution for real world in this slide, we can see the solution given through AI approach on empowering youth for innovation and change. And the first one is continued investment in community program. The second one is innovation for social impact. So by this, we can enable youth to develop skill, pursue passion, and make significant contribution to the communities. And the third one is employee engagement and development. Through this initiative, we can empower youth by offering learning opportunities, mentorship, and skill development. And the last one is adapting to emerging social issues. So these are the solution given through AI approach. In previous slide, we have discussed the solution given by ourselves. So while comparing these two solutions, we can see that the solution given by ourself is more creative and intuitional and has also considered ethical implication and moral values, whereas the solution given by AI is more logical and data driven. Anyway, the revolution of AI has brought both advantages and disadvantages in our life. So while talking about the advantages of AI can optimize repetitive tasks, process massive amount of data correctly, and make decisions faster than human. Whereas AI automation may result in base dependence, job displacement, may occur privacy issues, and moral dilemma, and also it can weaken one capacity of critical thinking. So it has both good and bad points. So if we use AI in a proper way, then it can make our life easier.
I am going to talk about flowchart as a roadmap for empowering youth through innovation and change, emphasizing its structured approach to achieving specific goals and objectives. The flowchart starts by clearly defining the goals and specific objectives. Research and analysis involves conducting through research and analysis to understand the needs, challenges, and opportunities faced by the youth in the target community or sector. Next, the flowchart illustrates the process of identifying and forming partnership with key stakeholders such as government agencies, educational institutions to enhance research and support. In design of program and initiation aimed at empowering youth is outlined including curriculum development, resource allocation, and strategic planning. Creative brainstorming sessions are illustrated to generate innovative ideas and solutions that address the identified challenges and opportunities. The flowchart shows the development of prototypes to test and refine innovative ideas before full-scale implementation. Implementation stage involves the actual execution of youth empowerment programs and the initiation based on the finalized plans and prototypes. Continuous monitoring and evaluation mechanisms are illustrated to assess the both the positive and negative impacts of empowerment efforts on youth and their communities. Strategies for scaling of successful empowerment programs and expanding their reach to larger audience are included in the flowchart. Efforts to raise public awareness about the youth empowerment issue and advocate for policy changes or community support are highlighted. The flowchart illustrates collaboration with other organizations and stakeholders and the sharing of knowledge and resources to strengthen youth empowerment efforts. Finally, there is a focus on measuring the impact of youth empowerment initiation on the desired outcomes and reporting these findings to stakeholders for accountability and transparency. With every stage within the flowchart, this overview provides a clear understanding of the process involved in empowering youth for innovation and change and its alignment with the specified goals and objectives. Now I am going to talk about project requirement to empower youth for innovation and change, which requires resources, assumptions and cost. Under resources, there are two types of resources. First one is human resources and the second one is material resources. Under human resources, we need project manager, program facilitator, administrative staff, evaluation team, and mentors and coaches. Under material resources, we need technology equipment, education materials, workshop suppliers, meeting spaces, and online platforms. Our assumptions are participant engagement, stakeholder collaboration, accessibility, volunteer support, and community support, and the total yearly cost of our project is 897,975 GBP. In this slide, I am going to talk about the cost breakdown in which research and development needs 146,000 GBP, program and implementation needs 182,500 GBP, marketing and promotion needs 36,500 GBP, partnership and collaboration needs 54,550 GBP, operational cost needs 255,500 GBP, monitoring and evaluation needs 73,000 GBP, and our contingency fund is 147,725 GBP, and the total cost of our project is 897,975 GBP.
In this slide, I'm going to talk about stakeholder analysis, grid by interest and power. As we can see, governance. Governance is in high stakeholder power with high stakeholder interest. So it often requires careful management and engagement to ensure their needs and concerns are addressed effectively. Whereas youth community is in high power and high interest. It requires active engagement and collaboration to address their needs, empower them, and ensure their voices are heard in decision-making process. So we need to keep satisfied. In other hand, corporate partners. Corporate partners are in low stakeholder power with low interest. It suggests that these partners have minimal influence and involvement in decision making and outcomes, so it may requires minimal effort. Whereas local communities is in high interest with low power. It means they care a lot about the project or issue but may not have much influence over decisions too, so it needs to update time to time. In this slide, I'm going to talk about work breakdown structure of Samsung company. As we can see, empowering youth for innovation and change. Here are some points. Strategy development. In this point, this should launch a specialized program and initiatives targeted at youth to foster innovation and creativity for youth program and initiatives. They can also partnership with universities and educational institutions to provide resources, mentorship, and opportunities for young innovators. They should provide internship program and community engagement so that they can engage with young communities through social media, workshop, etc. Another point is designing program. In this point, this should design mentorship program, design thinking workshop, design competitors, and design critic sessions so that they can design with experienced mentors within Samsung design team to provide guidance, feedback, and industry. So they can host competitions to showcase and reward innovative young designers. Third one is implementation. In this point, they can establish innovation centers partnership with young organizations, and skills training programs should be provided with recognition and reward. And fourth one is they should collect feedback and evaluation. Not only that, they can give feedback survey and focus with group, also use experience testing, and they can continuous improvement process. Last one is improvement. They should prioritize issue and focus on communication and transparency, and also develop technology integration. In this chart, I am going to talk about start date and day of project completion. Strategical development start from 1st April to 21st April, where designing programs started from 21st April and it took to complete middle of May, whereas implementation took a long period of time among 5 of them, which is approximately 3.5 months. And after that, they started collecting feedback and evaluation, which took 1.5 months from last of July to mid of August. As at last, they started implementing improvement of feedback from last of August and middle of September. Thank you. The rest of the slide will be presented by one of my friend.
And the next slide is risk log management. In this slide, we'll talk about the risks, its impact level, occurrence probability, risk score, and the business impact analysis. The first risk is lack of funding, and its impact level is 5, whereas its risk score is 10. Lack of funding may lead to the risk of the closure for the business. Likewise, the next risk is low participation, and its impact level is 5, whereas its risk score is 15. If there is a low participation, it will reduce the overall effectiveness and the success of the project. Likewise, third one is technical issues. Its impact level is 4, occurrence probability 3, whereas risk score is 12. It can also disturb the operation, cause downtime, likewise damage the customer trust and potentially lead to the financial losses. The next one is partnership dissolution, and its impact level is 3, whereas its risk score is 16. It also results in the legal issues, financial obligation, resources losses, and the damaged relationship. The next risk is regulatory changes, and its impact level is 4, whereas occurrence probability is 1, and the risk score is 4. In this regulatory level, this is the low and it has a long tool to overcome the risks. And moving forward to the next slide is suggested methodology justification of Samsung company. In this slide, we'll talk about the suggestion methodology applied by the Samsung company. Samsung company established the mentorship program to provide the ongoing guidance. Likewise, it also created an alumni network for the continuous community support. Similarly, it also offers the skill building workshop for the further develop abilities in the youth. It also provides the access to the resources like online courses for the newcomers and the new learners. Besides this, it also encourages and volunteers and helps to, helps to increase the leadership roles in the people. It also hosts and reunion the networking events periodically for the development of its brand. Likewise, it also helps to maintain the channel on ongoing support and the customers. And the next slide is project team. In this slide, we'll talk about our the role and responsibilities. We have 5 members in our team. First one is Rasmi Guru, and her role is project manager. And her responsibility is to identify, assess, and mitigate project risks to minimize the potential and negative impacts. Whereas she also leads the team from the front. Moving forward, the next one is Sangeeta Rai, and her role is program facilitator. And her responsibility is designing and developing the workshop, likewise training session and mentorship program. She also provides guidance and support to the youth participation. The next team member is Vinod Pokhrel, and his role is administrative staff, and his responsibility is managing the communication with the project team members, stakeholders, and participants. Likewise, he also handles administrative tasks such as scheduling meeting, booking venue, and managing logistics, so on. And the next member is Kumar Kashi, and his role is evaluator, and his responsibility is collecting and analyzing the data to measure the outcomes and identify the area for its business. Likewise, he also helps in designing evaluation framework and methodological to assess the project effectiveness and the impact. Moving forward, the next project team member is Rubina Subedi, and her role is marketing member, and her responsibility is creating the promotional materials such as posters and social media. Likewise, she also helps in developing a marketing and communication strategy to project to promote the project. Now moving further for the next slide, and it's a reference, and here are our reference, and thank you for everyone, and thank you for my team members, and for this group presentation, and thank you for everybody for giving your time. Thank you.